Hi guys, welcome to my channel Radhika's lesson. We'll begin with ratio and proportion part 4, theorem on equal ratios. Let's remember, that is if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A upon B is equal to C upon D. So we can add the numerators A plus C upon B plus D. Now this property is known as theorem on equal ratios. Now considering ratios, let's check out with the examples. 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8, all of them value 1 upon 2, that is if you reduce it to the lowest form, we get 1 upon 2. That is 2 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 6 is equal to 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 2. Now if we add all the numerators, that is 2, 3 and 4, we get 9, and 4, 6 and 8, we get 8. It is, let's make it 18. If we reduce it to the lowest form, we get 1 upon 2. Now supposingly if we subtract, say supposing 2 upon 4 minus 3 upon 6 minus 4 upon 8. So minus 4, negative 4, negative 3 is negative 7, and positive 2 we get negative 5. If we add these two is 14, negative 14 and positive 4, find the difference 10. So if we reduce them to lowest form, we are getting 1 upon 2. If A upon 3 is equal to B upon 7, say which is equal to 4 into A plus 9 into B. So 4 into A plus 9 into B upon, we will substitute A with 3 and B with 7. So 4A plus 9B upon 4 into 3. So here A is 3 and here B is 7. So here, so 4A plus 9B upon 4 3s are 12 and 9 7s are 63 will give us 4A plus 9B upon 75. Now these are the rules which we need to follow while solving those sums. If x upon 3 is equal to y upon 5, which is equal to z upon 4, and the given equation is 5x minus 3y plus 4z. So x upon 3, this is given. So we will just substitute value of x, y's and z's in the denominators. As 5 into 3, then 3 into 5 and 4 into 4. And when we solve 5x minus 3y plus 4z upon 5 these are 15 minus 5 3s are 15 and 4 4s are 16. So positive 15 negative 15 becomes 0 and the denominator is 16. Now let's get started with practice set 4.4. Question 1, page 73 of your textbook. If x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y, and this is also is equal to 7x minus 9y, two sums you have here. So 3x plus 5y, numerator will be the same. Substitute x and y's with 7 and 3. So 3 into 7, 5 into 3, 3x plus 5y, 21 plus 15. And 3x plus 5y is 36. Same way here, we will substitute the same values of x and y here. So 7 into 7 minus 9 into 3, 7 7s are 49 minus 27, which gives 7x minus 9y upon 22. Sub question 2, a upon 3, b upon 4 is equal to c upon 7. The equations are given here. Now in this case, again we will do the same. We substitute the values of 3, 4 and 7. So this is 3 and this is minus 2 into 4. B is 4. Then 3 into C. 3 into 7. We solve this. So this is 3. 4 2s are 8. Plus into minus is minus 8. 3 7s are 21. So this gives us positive terms will add 21 plus 3 24 minus 8 gives us 16. Numerators will be the same. Same way here, but here if you see they are all multiples of 2. So we'll split it with 2 because 2 we can take it as a common factor. So here the denominator is given, we have to find numerator. So 2 into A and 2 into B and 2 into C, right? I'll make it C. So 2A minus 2B plus 2C. So 6 minus 8 plus 14. We come to question number 2. Phi m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. Then find the values of the following expression. Now m square plus n square upon m square minus 7n square. This expression, a given equation or expression is this. Now 5m, they have given us this, right? So let's solve this first. 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. Now let's bring m on left hand side and n on right hand side. So the signs will be changing. So this will be minus 3 and this will be plus n over here. So 5 minus 3 is 2m and 4 plus n is 5n. So m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. 2 will come here, squaring both the sides. Now why we need to square? Because here m square and here it is m square and n square. So we have to change this value to squares. So 5 upon 2 squares. Now we have studied according to the theorem of ratio and proportion. This is a upon b is equal to c upon d, where we can take this as m square upon n square is equal to 25 upon 4. Now this is square of 5 is 25, square of 2 is 4. Now the expression is m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. Now m square we will write it as 25, n square we will write it as 4, and again same way, m square 25 minus 4. So this is like by componendo and dividendo. This is where we 25 plus 4 is 29, m square minus n square is 21. This is the answer. Second expression, 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus. Now here we have already calculated the value of m square upon n square as 25 upon 4, or m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. So we will be using this value in the other expressions what they have given us in the sum. So from sub question number 1, m upon n is 5 upon 2. So here m upon n, multiplying it by 3 upon 4. Why do we need to multiply? Because in numerator we need 3 in this expression and denominator we need 4. So we multiply this expression with 3 upon 4. So 3 into m, 3m, 4 into n, 4n. Now we'll substitute the value of m as 5. So here 3 upon, we are multiplying 3 upon 4 both the sides. So m upon n multiplying by 3 upon 4 and 5 upon 2 multiplying by 3 upon 4. So 3m upon 4n, 5 3s are 15, 4 2s are 8. By componendo dividendo, we have got this expression. So 3m upon 4n is equal to 3m will be, that is 15, and 4n will be 8. And 3m minus 4n, 3m is 15 minus 4n is 8. So we have got 15 plus 8 is 23 and 15 minus 8 is 7. Let's come to question 3, sub question 1. Question 3, if a into bracket y plus z is equal to b into bracket z plus x and is equal to c into bracket this, and out of a, b, c, no two of them are equal, then show that. None of them are equal, so we have to show that. Now the expression if is given, and now this is the expression they have given, that when we solve this we are supposed to get this answer. Let's see how it is. So a, same expression will copy down, given, dividing each ratio by A, B and C. So we are dividing each ratio by A, B and C. So A into bracket. Now this is the expression given. Same we'll copy, but we'll divide them with A, B and C. So A into bracket divide by ABC, B into bracket ABC and C into bracket ABC. Now A gets cancelled. Here B gets cancelled and here C gets cancelled. Now we have got the expression y upon z BC, z plus x AC and x plus y AB. Now here by the theorem of equal ratios we get, now what we need to do is we will subtract, we'll take two ratios and subtract from each of them. For example, supposing if we are taking this and this ratio, we'll subtract them. So x plus, why we use subtraction? Because we want this expression as the answer, so there is subtraction sign. So we'll subtract expression to z plus x, x plus y minus z plus x. So x plus y minus z plus x upon AB minus AC. So when you open the bracket, here the signs will be changed, minus z and minus x. And here x gets cancelled and we have got AB minus AC. Again we have common factor here A, and leftover terms B minus C in the bracket. So in the numerator y minus z into bracket A into bracket B minus C. Now here y minus z, we have got first expression y minus z into bracket A into bracket B minus C. So this is expression 1. Now again k, now we have to take it as k. So k is constant, the k is equal to, now we'll take another two expressions, that is we can take say supposing if it is A, B and C, so we'll find the difference between A and B, then B and C, and then C and A. This way we need to go. So here x plus z and x plus x. So y plus z minus x plus y upon, we are taking these two expressions now, we'll find the difference, BC minus BA. AB or BA you can write anyways. So now again open this bracket, y plus z minus, when you open the bracket all terms will be changed to opposite sign. So minus x minus y gets cancelled, positive and negative. What are leftover terms is z minus x upon B common factor, C minus A is expression 2 here. Then now k is equal to, we'll take the leftover this as y plus z and z plus x. So we'll find the difference between these two expressions. So z minus x minus y plus z, and open the bracket, change them to opposite, minus y minus z. So z gets cancelled, x minus y upon A minus AC minus BC. So x minus y upon, again C common factor will take, into bracket A minus B. So from 1, 2 and 3 expressions, from 1, 2 and 3 we get this as the answer. Okay, so we are showing that this expression is equal to this. Finally we get this answer to it. Come to the next sub question 3. Question 3 sub question 2, if x upon 3x minus y minus z is equal to y upon 3x minus z minus x is equal to z 3z minus x minus y, and x plus y plus z is not equal to 0, then show that the value of each ratio is equal to 1. Now we have to prove that when we solve this we get each expression's value as 1. So let's see how we can do it. So let the given expression be k. According to the theorem of equal ratios, we will add the numerators, we will add the denominators. Now here we have got x plus y plus z, and here after putting the sign of addition, then we'll check out the like terms. So we'll bring together the like terms, so 3x and minus x and minus x. So minus x is 2x, so 3x minus 2x. Then next comes 3y, we'll write, and then minus y and minus y is become minus 2y. Then third is 3z here, and z is minus z, and minus z is minus 2z here. So now here we will find right numerator same way, x plus y plus z upon 3x minus 2x is x, 3y minus 2y is y, and 3z minus 2z is z, which is equal to k. Therefore k is equal to, all gets cancelled, so k is equal to 1. Therefore the value of each ratio is equal to 1. You cancel x, 1 upon 1 is 1, y upon 1, cancel y 1 upon 1, and z, so we are getting value 1. Now sub question 3 of question 3, if ax upon by upon xy, bx plus az upon x plus z, and ay plus bz upon y plus z, and x plus y plus z is not equal to 0, then show that a plus b upon 2. Now we need to get this as the answer. Again, if is the expression which we need to solve, and this is the answer. We should get, at the end we should get this answer. So let k is equal to, we'll write the same expression. Now by a theorem of equal ratios, k is equal to, we'll add all the numerators. So we'll add all the numerators here. K is equal to, after adding the numerators, just a, b and c, all the terms having a, b and c, will bring them together because we need to take the common factor out. So this is a, and this is a. So this will be as common factor. Leftover terms inside the bracket, x plus z and y. So x plus y plus z plus. Now next expression here, the term b and b. So b will be the common factor plus. Now here you don't have to worry about the sign, all are positive, so everywhere we will write plus b. And again leftover terms inside the bracket, x plus y plus z. Now in the denominator 2 will be the common factor outside the bracket, and leftover terms inside the bracket, x, y and z. Now again k is equal to a plus b. Again this will be the common factor, so a plus b, separate bracket, and x plus y plus z, again this is the common factor, so here x plus y plus z upon 2 into x plus y plus z. Now here x plus y plus z and x plus y plus z gets cancelled in numerator and denominator. Now leftover term is a plus b upon 2. So x plus y plus z is not equal to 0, so therefore each ratio is equal to a plus b upon 2. Now sub question 4 of question 3, this is the expression given. Then show that x upon b plus c minus a, y upon c plus a minus b, and z upon a plus b minus c. Now here let these expression, now this is the expression which we need to solve, and we should get this as the answer. So y plus z upon a, z plus x upon b, and x plus y upon z is equal to, by theorem of equal ratios, we'll add the two expressions and subtract 1. So here look at this, show that they have given. So two expressions to be added and one subtracted, right? So every time, say supposing this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, right? This is 1, 2 and 3 here. So 2 will add, 1 will subtract, then these 2 will add and this will subtract, then these 2 will add and this will subtract. So this, we are taking these two ratios, 1 and 2, y plus z and this, and we'll subtract this expression. So k is equal to, we'll add the numerator and subtract this. So this we need to write in bracket. Now here when you open the bracket, the sign will change, negative x and negative y. All opposite terms will get cancelled, positive y, positive x, negative x. What is left over is 2z, 1z plus second z, 2z upon a plus b plus minus c. This expression we have got. Now we'll solve the other part of it. This is expression 1. Now same way we'll solve the other part of it. Here question 3, 4 contains, similarly by the theorem of equal ratios, y plus z upon a and x plus y upon z, c and minus z plus x upon b. Now numerators we will add and one of the term we will subtract. So you open the bracket, all the signs will change to opposite. Rest all will copy down, and then opposite terms will cancel it. Positive z, negative z, positive x, negative x. So now what are leftover terms? Y plus y, 2y, and a plus c minus b. Similarly, the third part we can show similarly by theorem of equal ratios. Z plus x plus y, c minus y plus z. So two terms will add and third one will subtract every time. So when we solve, open the bracket, opposite signs, minus y and minus z. So opposite terms will get cancelled, positive y, negative y, z minus this. So what is left is x plus x, 2x upon b plus c minus a. Now from the expressions 1 plus 2 plus 3 we get. Now here we have got all the answers as 2y upon a plus c minus b, then 2x upon b minus a, and in the previous page we got 2z upon a plus b minus c. Now here we have not got the answer as the given expression show that. So here there is 2 over here in the numerator, which we need to remove to get the show that what they have given in the question. So to remove this 2, we need to multiply each ratio by 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 multiply by this ratio, 1 upon 2 multiply by this ratio, and 1 upon 2 multiply by this ratio. So 2 gets cancelled. What is left is this, what is left is this, and what is left is this. So this is what we need to show that. Come to next question, question 3, sub question 5. Here, if 3x minus 5y, the expression is given, then show that every ratio is equal to x upon y. Now if expression, we have to solve it to get this answer. So let this, we'll write it as equal to k. Now what we need to do is one expression. Now here if you look at into the expression, here it is in numerator 3 and denominator 5. Here also 5 we have. Here also we have got 5 and 5. So naturally third expression doesn't have 5. So a upon b is equal to a multiplied by m upon b multiplied by m, where m is not equal to 0. So we can take m is equal to 5 with the expression 3 because it doesn't have 5 in numerator and denominator. So now rest of the expression we will copy as it is, and we'll multiply this expression with 5 in the numerator as well as denominator. Then by theorem of equal ratios, we'll copy the same here. 5 into y is, we'll copy the same here by adding the numerators. So this will put the plus sign instead of is equal to, add the numerators and add the denominators according to the theorem of equal ratios. We put them together, and when you open the bracket, 5 into y is 5y, 5 into minus z is minus 5z. Same way 5 into x is 5x, and 5 into minus z is minus 5z. Now if you like terms, we can cancel in the numerators. So negative 5y, positive 5y gets cancelled. Then positive 5z, negative 5z gets cancelled. Now what are the leftover terms? 3x plus x. So 3x plus x is 4x. Now here again in the same way, 5x, negative 5 and positive 5 gets cancelled. Negative 5z and positive 5 5z gets cancelled, and 3y plus y is equal to 4y. So 4x upon 4y, 4 gets cancelled, therefore k is equal to x upon y. So each ratio is equal to x upon y, hence we have shown that. Now question 4, sub question 1. Solve, this is the expression given, that is left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now here this is, here the only variable is x, there is no y. So we have to find the value of x in the expression. Now if supposing we take x is equal to 0, we will substitute all the values of x as 0. Let's see whether we are getting the answer. So is equal to, if 16 into 0, replace x by 0, then we get 9 upon 21 is equal to minus 5 upon 3. So left hand side is not equal to right hand side, which is not true. So x is equal to 0 is not the solution of the given equation. Now same expression, we'll solve it. Now let us see how can we get the answer. Now let this expression, we'll copy the same expression here, is equal to k. Now we all know very well this is a, and this we'll consider as a, this we'll consider as b, this as c, this as d is equal to. Now again if you look at the expression, second expression, if you look here, a upon b, we know that this is the rule, is equal to am upon bm, where m is not equal to 0. Now if you look here, if you consider this expression, right, so here we need to take m as minus 4x, right, because if you look at this expression left hand side, if you reduce this, 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, we get 2. Here also if you see, 12 1s are, if you look at the first expression here, so we need to multiply this expression, we are not getting, if you look here, 8 4, we need 4 here, right. So m is equal to minus 4 we'll take, so that we balance the equation. So this expression has to be multiplied with minus 4x. So multiplying c upon d with minus 4x. Now by theorem of equal ratios, a plus c upon b plus d, we are adding the numerators and adding the denominators. We get 6x minus 20x plus 9 and minus 4x. When we add, the same signs will be there, no change of signs. So minus 4x, 4x minus 5, this you open the bracket in the next step, minus into negative into positive, 16x square, negative, negative into negative, positive 20x. Same way we open the bracket, rest of the terms we will copy as it is. And 4x minus 2x minus 8x, and minus 4x into this is minus 12x. Now like terms, opposite terms we can cancel, 16x, negative 16x, negative 20, positive 20 gets cancelled. What is left is 9. Similarly in the denominator, 8 and negative 8, 12 and negative 12 gets cancelled. What is left is 21. So k is equal to 9 upon 21. We reduce it to the lowest form, 3 upon 7 is equal to k. That is c upon d is equal to k. Now using this value, c upon d is equal to k in the second expression, because this is we have to find the value of x. So we are, as this is the smaller expression, we will get the calculation faster. So we are taking second expression, 4x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 3 is equal to k. Now k is this, so we will substitute k with 3 upon 7 here we got. So this goes to the left hand side and this expression goes to the right hand side. So here there are terms, so we will multiply them and you open the bracket, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35 negative, 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. And when we solve this all process, x is equal to 44 upon 22, where we got x is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 is the solution of the given expression. If you substitute this value of x in the expression here, you will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Let's come to question number 2. Sub question 2, question 4. This expression is given. We'll consider this as a, this as b, this as c and this as d, which we'll consider it as constant. Now again if you look here, there is 5 in the numerator and denominator, but this expression doesn't have 5. So what we'll do, a upon b is equal to a upon b m, where m is not equal to 0, but we have to take m is equal to negative 5. Negative 5y. So we'll multiply the second expression with, to balance left hand side and right hand side. So negative 5y will multiply by theorem of equal ratios, as what we have done in the previous sum. We'll numerators, you will open this bracket by adding. When we add, the signs will not change, this will remain the same, 5y into bracket, because plus into minus is again minus. So we'll copy the same expression. Here the same expression will copy and minus 5. Now we'll open the bracket. This will copy your same, and minus 5 into y is minus 5y square. 5 8 is minus 40y. So this will be opposite minus minus. And denominator also, this will copy the same, and minus 5y into 1 is minus 5y, and minus 5 plus 2y is 5 2 is 10y square. Now like terms we will cancel it. 5y square minus 5y square, 40y minus 40y gets cancelled. What is left is minus 12 in the numerator. Denominator also same, opposite terms will get cancelled. So minus 12 upon minus 4 is equal to 12 upon 4, where k is equal to 3. I will take the second expression where k is equal to 3, so that the calculation goes faster. So y upon 8 upon 1 plus 2y is equal to 3. So this expression goes here. So y plus 8 is equal to 3 into bracket 1 plus 2y, y plus 8, 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6y, and when we solve we get y is equal to 5 upon 5, y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 is the solution of the given equation. That's all for this video. Wait for my next video for the next part of ratio and